Let me show you how to pull this panel out of the trunk in an Aston Martin DB9. In this episode of Aston1936.com, I'm going to show you how to remove the right rear trunk inner liner. So behind here, you might be trying to access the nuts that hold the taillight lens assembly in place. That's what I'm going in for. You might be trying to get in behind here to access something to do with changing the light bulb on the trunk lamp, or the battery charging connection points, something like that, or even to run a rear parking camera video cable sort of through this area, like you're going to see me do in another video. So the process isn't very difficult. It just needs some basic tools. Basically, we need a small Phillips screwdriver. A stubby is going to be handy. A full-size one might help out. You may also need a medium-sized flat blade and a little piece of masking tape to prevent some scratching. And a shop light's always handy because you're going to be working in sort of a dark, dreary corner. So to get started, the first thing we're going to do is something I showed in a prerequisite video. We're going to remove a portion of the trunk seal. So this just comes off by pulling it off gently. It's just a friction fit. And it's actually what holds the upper edge of the panel in place. So I'm just going to pull this off. There's no glue or anything. So that's loosened up now. We can just set the seal aside. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all of the usual fitted stuff that Aston includes. So I have a first aid kit that expired in 2021. We've got the Velcro strap that holds the, this is the factory battery conditioner. And then down in here we actually have the completely pointless tire inflator, tire goo injector kit that I would never use on my car if I had a bad enough blowout, but the inflator could be useful someday if you had to. So with that out of the way, now we can see the panel in here. So the next thing restraining the panel is this plastic cover that covers the battery conditioner connection points. So there's 3 screws that hold this in place, one here, and one here that are Phillips. So we're just going to pull those out using the stubby screwdriver. And with that last screw out, the cover just falls away easily. So with that panel off, we now start probably, if we pull back a little bit, we'll start to get some flexibility. And if you look in above here, you'll be able to see the electrical connection on the back of that the trunk lamp. And we're going to turn it about 1/8 of a turn. I went like from this position to this position. And that just releases the catch. And now the lamp is disconnected. So we're free of all the mechanical connections now. Now on my car, it should be, it should be coming away, but you want to look down here at this, I don't know what you'd call this, sort of painted aluminum bulkhead here, but my carpet is pinched in here by the edge of this frame. So what I've heard is an acceptable solution is we're going to put a screwdriver in just here ahead of the portion where we're going to come out. So we're going to try to get the blade in just to get a little bit of flex on this unit so we can pull this out. So to protect that painted surface in case I have a screwdriver slip, I'm just going to put down a little blue tape. And then I'm going to do my best here and try and get this in behind just enough. There we go. And that gives me the slack I need now to pull this out. So now we should just be able to wrestle this out of here. And there we have it. There's our bounty properly removed from the car. And that wasn't very hard. Probably the scariest part was just literally getting that little extra bit of slack here to pull it away from that metal bulkhead. You can see the trunk lamp. And if you want to have a look while we're at it, that's an easily changeable part. You just squeeze in these two tabs. And then you'd be able to push that through if you ever have to change that out. So let's have a look at the bounty of what we've uncovered in here. And you can easily see now the 3 bolts that hold the rear taillight lens in place. You can see the wiring harness for the rear taillight coming through. You have a really good view of the panel that holds the battery charging, conditioning ports, and all the wiring harness that comes around here. And there's our light bulb covered in dust for the trunk lamp. So you can go ahead and change that over to an LED if that was something you were after doing as well. So that only took about 5 minutes. It's pretty straightforward to do and just used a couple of really basic tools. Something very simple that you can undertake yourself in your own garage. Down here you're going to find a link to my companion blog article where you might find some additional tips like maybe the LED light bulb or something for the trunk lamp. Up here you're going to find the next video in the series, which will probably be either replacing the taillight or perhaps refitting the inner cover. And if you like to get videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe and you'll get automatically notified when new ones come out. And as always, I love to hear your comments. Please leave those down below. Thanks for watching.